Welcome to SoCal Surf with Dan Nappy. Today, Huntington Beach, north side. Why the north side so crowded today? Well, I'll tell you why. This is the week and next all this week up till Sunday, we're going to have the U.S. Open of surfing. So a lot of people are going to be down here in Huntington Beach, probably estimated somewhere around 250 to half a million people. Not all in one day, although towards the end of the contest, towards the finals, it gets more and more crowded, and there's nowhere to stand on the beach or the pier. It's just packed. So it'll be a fun week for those visitors. It's going to be a little crowded for us surfers on the north side. Everybody gets pushed over. I went out at 7 o'clock in the morning. I got there a little before 7, but right as I was getting outside, they announced that the contest was going to start at 7, so all the people that were surfing on the south side had to leave that area, and they did, and a lot of them came north, paddled through the pier, so there was a lot of people by the pier when I first got there, and so I drifted down towards the condos, which is about a couple hundred yards north of the pier, and I ran into a couple of friends there, and we caught a few waves together, and then I started moving back towards the pier because the crowd had gotten thinner. By 8 o'clock, it was at less than half than that was there before. And so it was pretty easy to get into a wave. There wasn't a lot of people. The water was smooth. Wasn't no wind, so it wasn't choppy. Towards the inside, there were some, kind of stormy type waves, kind of choppy, but only because the bottom is uneven. It wasn't because there was wind. It was just choppy. So it was really good. The water's excellent. My wetsuit that I'm wearing now is a winter wetsuit, but it's so worn out and so full of holes that the water just runs right through it. So I just use it as a summer suit for now, and today was probably its last day for me. I've got another wetsuit, so I'm going to try probably use that one tomorrow and for the rest of the week. Then after the U.S. Open leaves town, I'll probably go buy a new one. But I noticed last time I was in there that they had raised their prices on everything and took their 40% offs and made them 30 and 20s and 10s. So they were kind of raising prices for the U.S. Open because of the amount of people and stuff that'll be here and a lot of tourists. So they were just trying to make a little extra money, which I understand. So I'm going to wait till after they pull out, and then we'll see if the prices get a little more reasonable. They were before, but then I didn't pick up a wetsuit. So we'll see what happens. So for now, we're just going to enjoy the U.S. Open and what surf we can. We're going to probably surf for Huntington tomorrow and Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we'll be at Newport because we'll have some more beginners and some people from out of town. So we don't want to put them in the Huntington shore breaks. It'll be high tide and the shore break will be nasty. But it was about 3 to 4 foot waves, which makes it about shoulder to head high on the faces. There was a lot of littler ones there, just waist high. But you had to move in a little bit to catch them. And then if you did that, you had to watch out for the sets that came in because you didn't want to get hammered. But it wasn't that bad. There's only one time when I got hit by a bigger wave that threw me around a little bit. And that was, I was inside a little bit, and then as I saw it come, I tried to paddle out, but I couldn't get out fast enough, and it broke right on me, and I was as deep as I could get. So it wasn't too bad. I was under it pretty far, so it wasn't too much turbulence under there. Because I was on my smaller board, my 6-footer. So it went really well, duck diving those. And so I didn't do a lot of... Didn't catch any of the big ones. I just caught a couple of mediums, probably 3 to 4 footers. The bigger sets that came in were probably 5 footers overhead. I didn't catch any of those. I always seem to be out of position on those. But they were rare too. They didn't come in all that often, so it wasn't like there was a lot of them. So it was pretty smooth. There was no wildlife, at least as far as dolphins. There's a lot of wild people here. The U.S. Open brings in a little different crowd than what you're used to down here. So pretty good surf, pretty good weather. Sun was out, so it was sunny immediately, which for me, it heats up that wetsuit too much, so I have to keep dunking myself under the water just to cool down. So that's why I say that wetsuit's probably seen its last day till maybe somebody that comes visiting might want to use it. It helps a little. It leaks a lot, so it's not a real good suit at this point because it's old. It's a couple, 3 years old. And so we'll see how that goes. I'll get some others. Try a couple different ones tomorrow, see how good they are. And that is it. We're all set for a good week here with the U.S. Open. It'll be fun. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time chatting. I'm going to go down there and watch the surf, watch the competition, see who's fighting here. And I'll let you know what happens tomorrow. So it's a short podcast, but surf was good. Water was great. Really nice and warm. So get out here. See you soon. Thanks for listening. And check out our sponsors, nappyclothing.com, Swing Easy Hammocks, and Merch Hero. And don't forget Task Bullet for your office needs as far as personnel. Thanks for listening. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.